A lot of people got gift cards for the holidays. If you got one that doesn't work, we've got a warning. Amy, you have a specific experience one woman recently went through. Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, and so she received an Amazon gift card, and when she went to use it, there was no money on it. It was empty. So instead of going to Amazon's website, the actual website, she Googled Amazon gift card not working. She called the number that came up online. It wasn't Amazon. So the person on the other end told her that there was an issue with her financial information and that she should call her bank. They even transferred her. They're like, oh, we'll be so helpful. We'll transfer you to somebody at Chase. That was another thief who pretended to be a Chase customer service representative. And you can imagine what happened next.
So this fake Chase scammer told her that her bank activity shows that she's been involved in some money laundering and that she needs to contact the government as soon as possible. In fact, they will make it convenient for her and transfer her to someone in law enforcement, specifically the Federal Trade Commission. And sure enough, there was a detective that appeared again on the phone. Being transferred from the Chase guy. And he told her that the best course of action right now, get this, to take all of the money in her account. In her situation, and this is painful, she actually had to liquidate her 401k as well. So this was a two-step process. She ended up taking out all the money in her account, liquidating her 401k, and the instructions from this so-called Federal Trade Commission officer is to go to, and I know this is going to sound bizarre, but that's exactly what happened, to go to a gas station and then convert the money into Bitcoin and send it into an unknown wallet.
It sounds like the reason this scam works is because that woman's thinking, I initiated the call to Amazon. I looked them up and I called them. But the reason that it works is because you called a scammer's number, you Googled it, and they were pretending to be Amazon customer support.
Yeah. So I guarantee you, for every major U.S. company, there is a fake website set up to lure unsuspecting consumers to call them thinking it's the legitimate company.
Yeah.
So just as easy as you would be called from a number that purports to be from a company, which, by the way, you can literally manipulate any number to say anything on your caller ID.
And then what could you do to help that woman? I mean, she's calling you because she thinks legally she needs help.
Yeah, the problem is, and this is the unfortunate part about this, is that recovery of any funds, because that's really what matters. You know, it's not about suing or finding or catching the person that did this. It really is about recovering the money. Unfortunately, that never happens.
All right, so what should you do if you get a gift card that doesn't work? There should be a number or a website actually on the card. If you do get scammed, the Federal Trade Commission does investigate this type of fraud. So it's very unfortunate, but I think now we've trained our brains to be like, you know, if somebody calls you, like hang up and call them directly. That's what this woman thought she was doing.
It's just so crazy to me how it was all planned out.
Yeah, I mean, and I was mentioning to you earlier that, yeah, we did a story over the summer where sort of the same thing with people with airlines. Like you're standing at the airport and you find out that your flight is canceled or delayed. So people would Google, like, you know, Delta flight cancellation, customer service. And the first thing that comes up, they thought was Delta customer service. They're standing at the airport. They're like, yeah, we can help you, like, change your flight or get on another flight. Give me your credit card number that you booked with. And then there goes the whole fraud. So you just really got to be careful. Like, just because it pops up on your Google search as the first one or two things doesn't mean that's actually who you are intending to call.
Right.
Yeah.
She could have called the number on the back of the gift card. Isn't there one?
I'm sure. For Amazon gift cards, if there's not, you know, Amazon.com. I was thinking that she probably wasn't. Maybe she didn't have an Amazon Prime membership. And so she just thought like, oh, well, it's easier to just look them up and I want to talk to somebody on the phone. But yeah, you could go to Amazon.com. Find it that way. I know.
Tough.